Hey everyone, Repoze here. Welcome to episode 2 of the most geared rogue in Dark and Darker. In episode 1, I went into the dungeon with my trusty
Viola
and dispatched a few unsuspecting victims in High Roller. Game 1 I was a little nervous because it was my first time bringing out such an insane kit, but in this video we go absolutely buck wild. Without further ado, welcome to the second episode of the most geared rogue in Dark and Darker. So for this episode I'm going to include 2 games because game 1 was pretty uneventful, but I still want to include every game in this series that I played with this kit. So I spawn in here, it's the bat room, and I'm just going to pull the rapier out and kill a couple bats. And that's all that happened there. Skip forward, I see a naked cleric at this spawn. I'm going to leap down from above and they bonk me in the head, but I finish them off. And yeah, they've got nothing for me, so unlucky for them. Skip forward about 7 or 8 minutes, and here I am in this little sneaky hole, camping next to an escape portal. And there's some people to my east, so I sneak out here. And it sounds like there's some tomfoolery going on in the other room over there. So I'm kind of just waiting. And they open the door, they come running through with the elite wraith chasing behind them. And they're distracted, so I just kill 2 of them in 1 hit. And then I just kind of close the door on the cleric and come over here, open the escape portal for myself. Trying to grab a little bit of loot off these guys real quick. And the cleric's still here, he's trying to open the door. So he opened it, I just go ahead and close it again. But the wraith's had enough of that, he slams the door. And then I hit him once and I think the rupture finishes the cleric. That's very sad. Cleric's always getting the short end of this stick, it seems like. And yeah, then I just finished the wraith off. Gonna go up here. There's people above me that I didn't want to fight, so I kind of just loot this guy, grab some gems, decent morning star, and then I'm gonna head out. So now I'm loading into game 3 of the series here, but game 2 of this video. And I get the circle map finally, which I was kind of hoping for. And I spawn under these stairs, so I run up to the top here. And I'm just running around seeing if anyone's on the outside yet, and I spot a guy over there. Looks like they're fighting someone, so I'm kind of just peeping it out. And before I do anything, I'm going to go ahead and come in here and grab this Shrine of Speed. So I'm going to be zooming around. And I see them and they're looking down. It looks like they're looting someone. So I go invis here, they start coming my way, and somehow they didn't see me. Barbarian gets too close. I duck under this Vihander stab. Then I put the movement on this archer. He misses both arrows, and then I get a double swing onto both of them. And that team is just annihilated. So off start, already 3 kills to this game. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I get hit by an arrow. I wasn't sure where from, but then I see those guys over there. And I'm backing up now. And I put my rupture up. I was gonna go for a cheeky throwing knife here. Sadly, I miss. So I just throw all 3. And now I'm running over here to this doorway. As always, my solo rogue strat and high roller is trying to like bait people into me. Go invis and just take them out. But most of these players are too smart at this point to just chase right after a rogue. So I hear them get closer and I go invis here and I'm waiting. And I'm waiting some more. But yeah, they're too smart so they don't just push me here. So I creep out. I see them going into that room over there. So I'm gonna try to pull up on them while they're occupied, because it looked like they were trying to push someone, or the wizard was casting some kind of spell or something. So I'm just inching up here to the room right here. And as always, patience is key. So I'm just waiting to see if they come back this way. Just keeping my eyes peeled so I don't get sniped from our archer. My invis is back up. I pop it. This guy like stands out. I wasn't sure if he saw me or not, but I didn't think so. And this other rogue randomly walks out here. He starts looting bodies, this greedy rogue. And since he's making a bunch of noise, these guys push out, and I get an easy flank on him. Take the fighter out. This guy ignites his dagger and almost kills me. So I'm just gonna pop the surge kit here. That shows, like, even though I'm insanely geared, that wizard doesn't even have that good of gear. And he gets me down to, I was 14 health there at the lowest. This guy doesn't even have rings equipped. So if he was doing like 7 more damage per stab, I would have died there. Very sketchy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and keep looting these guys. Your skeleton gets summoned, and this rogue comes out of nowhere and just sees me, jumps right into the abyss. You wanted none of that. So I'm gonna keep speeding through here, just killing skeletons, grabbing loot. This guy had a pretty good spear that I grabbed. And now I'm feeling pretty good because I have a lot of kills this game. And I'm running around seeing if I can find any other teams to take out here. But not getting any luck right now. Nothing in there. Come back out. I see a torch and I hear this rogue that was jumped into the abyss. Now he's working his way up these wooden steps. And I was gonna hit him with a throwing knife, but decided to not even waste him there. And I hear him. I think he's above me here. Next to the mage skeleton. I was gonna try to cut him off if he tried to jump at an angle over down to where I am, but not sure what happened to that guy at this point. And I see this team crossing the bridge to the middle. And they don't know about me yet, so I'm just gonna flank them here. I was thinking maybe they open the gate, try to kill this skeleton champion, but they're actually fighting another team. So I get my prop potion active, I'm about to flank him. The cleric is solo and gets absolutely eviscerated. And the rogue saw that and he's just terrified, he's running for it now. But I have pretty high move speed, so I gain on him and take him out real quick. So that's 2 more down. I'm gonna go down here and loot this rogue now. This guy had okay gear. He really didn't hit me that hard. I think he stabbed me twice, but I had the prop potion active and it wasn't even close. And I'm just looking at these guys. I pretty much always, if you want a tip for looting, just if they have jewelry, just grab that first. It takes up like no space and usually it'll sell pretty easily if it's a good piece of jewelry. And even if you can't sell it to another player, you can just always sell it to the woodsman for a decent amount of gold. So I'm looking around. I thought maybe someone went up the stairs to go open the golden key door, but nah. And the red portals spawn. So now I always keep in the back of my head where the red portals spawn, just in case I'm getting like held in the zone by a team and I can't get to a blue portal. It's good to just remember where the red portals are as a backup plan. And I'm just running around middle. Blue portal spawn, but I have a good zone here so I could hold people. It looks like a little cleric pokes out there. He definitely saw me, so he slams the door shut. I see these guys opening a portal. I'm having none of that. I'm just throwing knives into this guy. Almost get him. Then a rogue flanks me out of nowhere. Not even with that team. Just a random guy. And that guy, he could have killed me if he committed. I hit him once and he got scared. And then he just opens the blue portal and just leaves. So I hit that guy once. He must have been really low and just petrified when that happened. So he just runs away and takes the portal. That's the whole lobby. That's episode 2 of the most geared rogue and Dark and Darker.